In a dry land where the stones were pale and the wind carried dust instead of rain, there was a village built around an old well. Once, this well had given enough water for everyone, but over time its stones cracked and the water turned bitter. People still came each morning, lowering their jars with tired hope, then walking away disappointed. Arguments grew, friendships weakened, and the village slowly lost its joy. One evening, as the sun sank low and painted the sky with gold, Jesus arrived quietly at the edge of the village. He did not announce himself. He simply sat beside the broken well, resting his hand on its cold stones. A young girl named Mara noticed him. She had come alone, carrying a small jar that was never full. Curious, she asked, "Why do you sit by a well that gives nothing?" Jesus looked at her with gentle eyes and said, "Because even broken places remember what they were made for." Soon others gathered. Some were angry, some tired, some only curious. They complained about the well, about each other, about God. Jesus listened without interruption. When they finished, he asked them to bring their empty jars and place them in a circle around the well. Confused but willing, they obeyed. Jesus then told them to forgive one person in the village they had avoided. Murmurs spread. Forgiveness felt harder than thirst, yet slowly people spoke names aloud. Old enemies exchanged glances, tears fell. Silence followed. Jesus knelt and prayed softly. There was no thunder, no bright light. He touched the cracked stones and clear water began to rise, not rushing, but steady and calm. The water overflowed, filling every jar. It tasted sweet. The people cried out in joy, but Jesus raised his hand and said, "This water will quench your thirst, but the forgiveness you shared will keep it flowing." By morning, Jesus was gone. The well remained full, but more importantly, the village had changed. Neighbors greeted each other again. Children laughed. When strangers asked how the well was healed, the villagers did not speak only of water. They spoke of hearts repaired. And long after, even when seasons changed, the well never ran dry because neither did their compassion.